Shauna, what's wrong with you? Our plane is about to leave. We're going on our honeymoon. Why did you get back in the car and drive off?
I don't think you have time to be making any phone calls right now. Don't you have to make your flight? You better hurry.
You know that's not the problem. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking? I'd like to ask you the same question. What are you thinking?
What do you mean?
When we got to the airport, I was so excited to go on our first ever vacation as husband and wife. Just the two of us enjoying the sights, relaxing in the hotel, doing everything we've talked about for the last few months we've been planning it. But then when we got to the airport, your mother was waiting for us, suitcase in hand, and dressed like a cliched depiction of an old tourist. And you weren't surprised in the least to see her. You just said, "This is going to be great, Shauna. Just you, me, and my mom." So I repeat, what are you thinking?
What's your problem? Mom said she wanted to go, so...
Don't you think it's slightly unusual for a new husband to bring his mother along on his honeymoon? If you want to go on a trip with her, that's fine. I think that would be nice to plan a family vacation together with her. But why, Cody? Why, oh why does she have to come along with us on our honeymoon?
Well, Mom said she wanted to go, and...
Do you have anything else to say for yourself other than things your mom said? Whatever, I hope you enjoy your time with your dear mother on this vacation.
But...
Who knows, maybe you can start a trend of going on honeymoons with your mother. We'll have to give it a trendy abbreviation. How about Honey Mom? That has a nice ring to it.
But, Shauna...
Bye, Cody. Hey, Ellie, about our plan to meet up in the hotel lobby tomorrow, I'm really sorry, but plans have changed. Aw, really? I was really looking forward to seeing you. We haven't seen each other for, 3 years now? That's way too long. What happened, Shauna? Don't tell me you guys canceled your honeymoon. Oh boy, how should I put this? Cody and his mom are going together. They should be boarding the plane right about now. As for me, though, I'm in the car on my way back home. What? His mom? Hold on. Cody and his mom are going on your honeymoon? Wait, that doesn't really sound like a honeymoon to me. Oh, did I maybe hear you wrong? I thought I remembered you were taking a vacation this weekend. Did I mix up your plans for your honeymoon with a different trip? Nope, you got it right. I understand the weirdness of it all must be pretty hard to digest. Honestly, I'm still in a state of shock that it's difficult to even put a proper sentence together. Let me back up and explain things how they happened, in order this time. So Cody and I drove to the airport together in our car like normal, but when we got there, his mom was waiting for us with her suitcase in hand and dressed like a tourist. I thought, oh, well, this is a coincidence. Cody's mom is going on vacation the same weekend we are. But then Cody broke the news to me that his mother would be accompanying us on our honeymoon. I was so shocked, angry, and disappointed that I walked right back to the car and started driving. Oh my God! That's the grossest example of a real-life Oedipus complex that I've ever seen. Yuck. You think that's what's going on? Think about it. Did Cody put up even the slightest resistance to his mother coming on your honeymoon? From what you told me, it sounds like he was excited for it. And what about his mom? She's a married woman herself. She knows exactly what a honeymoon is for, and yet she still imposed herself on you? And look at what the result was. Cody and his mom now have a weeks-long vacation in paradise together while you're stuck back at home. Not to mention the fact that she was waiting for you at the airport rather than driving there together with you. To me, that looks like they both planned this all along. You think they wanted this to happen? I bet they figured that if she was at the airport waiting and ready to go, that it would be harder for you to say no to her coming along. The only question in my mind is whether they planned on you turning around and going home or if it was a pleasant surprise. Wow, I hate to say it, but you might be right. Thanks, Ellie. It's good to hear what an objective observer thinks of the situation. I see everything way clearer now. I'm glad I could help. But geez, I can't believe Cody is the type of guy that would do this. Right? I'm surprised too. Before we got married, he just seemed like an upstanding and responsible man who cared deeply for his mother. It was an admirable quality of his, or so I thought. So what are you gonna do now? Well, for now, I'm going to go straight home, get my credit cards, jewelry, and other important stuff, and get set up in a hotel somewhere. What happens after that is going to depend on what Cody and his mom do next. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan to me. Again, I'm really sorry our plans fell through, Ellie. I was really looking forward to seeing you. Oh, don't worry about it, Shauna. You did nothing wrong. You just go and do what you need to. Treat yourself to a nice dinner and a hot bath tonight. And don't forget, you have people around you who would turn at the drop of a hat to help you out. Like your parents and me. Yeah, thanks, Ellie.
Come on, Shauna. I thought that you would have come to your senses and come right back after that. Don't tell me you actually went home. Did you? Why are you so determined to avoid spending time with my mom? Don't forget, we're husband and wife now. That means she's your mom, too. And after all she's done for us, why can't we let her come along on our honeymoon? She deserves that and much more. I never thought you would be so childish as to run home and pout when things don't go your way. Well, you can have it your way. We're not changing our plans. Mom and I are going to go on this vacation. We're going to spend the whole time together, and we're going to have a great time. And another thing, once we get back, I've decided that we're going to move back in with my mom. You need someone to whip you into shape, and my mom's just the person to do it. She's going to train you in how to be a good wife who respects her mother-in-law, and you're going to be grateful for it.
Shauna, this is bad. Ellie, what's wrong? I just ran across Cody a while ago. What? And get this. You know the hotel that you two booked for your vacation? Well, the two of them have been staying there since yesterday. Together. Oh no, you're joking, right? My husband thought it might be nice for us to get out of the house for a few nights and stay in a hotel, like a little mini vacation. And since I wasn't going to be able to meet up with you anymore, we thought we'd take a little walk around the town and enjoy ourselves for the morning. But when we were leaving our room, I ran into Cody. Wow, crazy coincidence. Was his mom with him too? Later last night, he sent me a vomit-inducing text about how he and his mom were going to go on the vacation without me so they can get all lovey-dovey. Ugh, makes me sick to my stomach just thinking about it. It's kind of worse than that. He was walking hand in hand with, a much younger woman. A much younger woman? I don't know who she is. I'd never seen her before, so I can't tell you for sure what was going on. All I can tell you is that she looked like she was in her early 20s and was definitely not your mother-in-law. Oh, and my husband said he managed to take a video of them together while he was pretending to take a picture of me. I'll send it to you later. Gotcha. Thanks, Ellie. To tell you the truth, though, I actually received information about that from a source of my own. That source is working as we speak to confirm a few things. Oh, wow. See? I told you had allies. You were totally right. The video your husband took should still be really helpful, so go ahead and send it to me when you get the chance. Gotcha. I'll have him send it to me right now. Great. I'll be waiting.
Shauna, what is this? You're divorcing me?
Huh? Oh, right. Today's the day you came home from your honeymoon. Did you enjoy your trip?
Don't dodge the issue. You're divorcing me? Why?
I think it's pretty obvious. Do you really need me to tell you?
Yes! Explain yourself! Are you still mad about the whole honeymoon thing? Is that what this is? I told you you were in the wrong for being such an immature little brat about the situation. If you hadn't been so appallingly disrespectful to my mom, we could have all enjoyed a lovely vacation. Do you have any idea how much it hurt my mom when you drove off and left us at the airport? But in spite of your awful behavior, Mom was generous enough to offer to take us into her home so she could train you in how to be a good wife. You should be kissing the ground where she walks. I can't think of anyone else who would be so forgiving and kind after being disrespected as much as she was.
If she were such a generous and kind mother like you say she is, she wouldn't have imposed herself on our honeymoon in the first place. Furthermore, she wouldn't have introduced the daughter of the man she was cheating on her husband with to her own married son.
Huh? You're not making any sense. I was with Mom the whole time we were over there.
Look, I'll save you the embarrassment of inventing some ridiculous cover story and just tell you everything I know up front. I know that your mom is cheating on your dad, and I know that you are cheating on me.
No way!
Once she knew that I would no longer be coming along, she went and called up her boyfriend and had him bring his daughter along to mess around with you, right?
But how?
I was planning on meeting up with an old friend of mine at the hotel we were going to stay at, remember?
Well, yeah, I remembered that, but you weren't there, so what does that have to do with anything?
A lot, actually. She and her husband were staying at that hotel since the day before you guys got there.
They were?
Yes, they were. And what's more, they also saw you walking around holding hands with some younger woman.
Uh-oh.
But wait, there's more. Her husband nonchalantly pretended to be taking a picture of her, but do you know what he was really taking a picture of? You and your little bimbo. They took a video that clearly shows both of your faces, which I now have in my possession.
This can't be happening.
Yes, it can, and it is happening. You've been caught, Cody.
But wait a minute, that still doesn't make any sense. You knew that she's the daughter of the man my mom's having an affair with? How did you figure that out? Who told you? You'd better have some hard evidence of that, or else you're just going to get laughed out of court. All you have is a video of us holding hands together. That doesn't prove anything. Maybe I was just helping a blind girl find the bathroom.
Oh, that's where your dad comes in.
My dad?
That's right. The one who provided me the evidence I needed to prove that you were cheating on me was none other than your father.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'd imagine that as we speak, he's having a very loud and very angry discussion with your mother about this very issue. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in your kitchen.
Oh, no. Poor Mom. This is awful. My parents are getting divorced. Why is this happening? How did my dad find out?
Is that really the most important issue for you and your mom right now?
It doesn't make any sense. Mom was impeccable about hiding it from him. I mean, my dad usually doesn't even realize whether Mom's at home or not. She'll go out to the store for an hour, and when she comes back, he never realized she left.
It's precisely that overconfidence of yours that puts you in the position you're in right now.
What do you mean?
A while back, Mom had you plan a date with her boyfriend for her because she apparently wanted to go on a date like you young people have. You were kind enough to write it all out for her in large, easy-to-read handwriting, and Mom left that memo out on the kitchen table.
Oh, shoot, she did?
There was something odd about that date plan, though. You went out of your way to indicate that the restaurant had an allergy-free menu. But does anyone in your family have allergies? Your mom doesn't, you don't, your dad doesn't, and I don't. So why? That was the first thing that made Dad suspicious about Mom. He spent the next 6 months using various means to collect all the information he could, and that brings us to today. Come to find out, your mom's boyfriend has a shellfish allergy, and a serious one at that.
Are you saying it's my fault?
Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about our divorce.
So you're really divorcing me?
Yes, and I'm also suing you for cheating on me. I've retained a lawyer to handle the suit for me, so if you have any questions, you can address them to him.
Hey, Shauna, look, I mean, it was only during our honeymoon, that was it. It didn't mean anything. I was just bored is all. Mom went off with her boyfriend, so I was stuck all alone with nothing to do.
I noticed that wasn't a denial.
Please, Shauna, can't we talk about this?
Not a chance, you cheating scumbag.
Please!
I was already going to divorce you when your Oedipus complex reared its ugly head. This affair was just the icing on the cake.
Hey, I do not have an Oedipus complex, whatever that means.
I want to get divorced and settle our lawsuit as quickly as possible, so do answer my lawyer's calls, please. Goodbye.
Shauna!
Not only did he actively aid his mom in having and hiding her affair, Cody even went so far as to have an affair with the woman his mother threw at him, out of boredom. I think this exceeds the level of just an Oedipus complex. And yet, in spite of all that, he still tried to fight the divorce. Thanks to the untiring work of my lawyer, after 2 months of encouragement, he finally agreed to enter mediation. We settled my lawsuit against him for his affair, and he paid the whole thing in a lump sum. Now, as for Cody and his mother, since his mom's boyfriend broke up with her, they couldn't rely on him for assistance, so the two divorced cheaters ended up renting an apartment together. The mental and financial stress proved too much for his mom, who started going haywire in short order. Her overprotective nature towards her son worsened exponentially, to the point where she's screaming at him every night to quit his job and work in an office where there aren't any women. Honestly, though, between the settlement leaving him bankrupt and having to live with his psychotic mother, I don't think his mom needs to worry about any woman stealing him away from her in the foreseeable future.